Plaintiff Lisa Ginther says her little sister used her to co-sign for a car, but then left the state without repaying her for the down payment. Defendant Breana Martin says she's only 18 years old, and the last thing she expected was to be sued by her big sister. She says she owes nothing.
Case 7-9 on the docket, Ginther versus Martin.
Welcome to both of you. We have sisters here, right?
Right here.
Okay, we have the plaintiff, Ms. Ginther, and you are suing the defendant, your sister, Ms. Martin, for $1,500 for an unpaid car bill. What's your story?
First thing I want to say is that I love my sister and I want the best for her, and I really absolutely hate that I have to do this, but I just can't keep on bailing her out all the time. What happened was she ended up moving in with me last year, right during the summertime, just about when she turned 18.
Any particular reason?
She had a little bit of problems at home, and so we thought that she could go ahead and move in with us, and we thought it'd be a good transition for her, you know, learning how to pay bills and take care of herself.
How much older are you then?
12 years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And everything actually was going really well. I got her a job working with me, and somewhere in there, she had an old car that was having some problems.
Yes.
And she decided that instead of trying to keep fixing the car, she wanted to go ahead and get another car. We found a decent car for a decent price.
What kind of car?
It was a 2007 Kia Sportage. Now, I always had a rule that I would never do this, but she was my sister, she lived with me, she was working with me, I knew what was going on with her, so I went ahead and told her that I would co-sign this loan with her. The payments were her responsibility, and she
And how much were those payments?
well, $136 a month.
$136, but you co-signed, so when she didn't make a payment, you had to pay the $100.
Yes.
Okay, and how much was the loan for?
The loan was total for $6,500 plus interest.
How much was the down payment?
The down payment was for $1,500. It was $1,545 exactly is what I paid.
Okay.
So we talked about it, and we figured that her old car could sell for probably about $1,500, maybe $1,000. I'm going to actually have the Kelly Blue Book value right here for it.
Oh, so she would sell her current car.
Yeah, her old car, yeah.
And that money would go to pay you back for putting down the down payment of $1,500.
Exactly.
Okay.
And now, mind you, this $1,500, I didn't just have it outright. I didn't have the cash. I had it on a credit card.
Yes.
So she needed to sell it quickly, so I didn't have to keep on paying interest on it.
And then you sold the car.
I did sell it,
Okay,
yeah.
now how much did you get for the car?
$300.
Okay, and what did you do with that $300? You gave it to her?
No, I did not.
Oh, what'd you do with it?
At the time, I was moving to Virginia, and I had told her that I was going to use the money to get new tires on my car.
Okay,
We
why
never,
did you make the decision to move? Not that you shouldn't have, I'm just saying, why did you make the decision to move to Virginia?
We'd been fighting. I wasn't in a very good mental state.
Why did you choose Virginia?
I had a relative contact me
I see.
that knew my situation and offered me a place to stay.
Got
and,
it. Okay, so
yeah.
you were going to move to Virginia. It's a better situation for you. But you knew you still owed her money for the car, right?
Yeah, I knew that.
Okay, go ahead.
I think that the first thing that I want to make very clear on my part, though, is that when my sister came and took the car from me, she wasn't just taking a car from me. It was my home. I had been living out of it.
Wait, she came to take the car from you?
Yeah, she had messaged me on Facebook one night, and she was like, "There's something urgent that I need to tell you. Please message me back as soon as possible." I was homeless, jobless. I didn't have a phone,
So these people that you went to Virginia, family members or whatever, that said they had a place for you to live, that didn't turn out?
No, for other reasons. It wasn't a good environment for me to be in, the household.
So you were living in this car? Mm-hmm. And but your sister, or she knew that the payments were being made?
Yeah.
So now what happened?
So she told me that she was in Richmond. I told her that I needed more time because I was living in my car. I was like, I need to move my stuff from my car. I need to find a place to stay. I can't live on the streets. I'm a young female. Like, please, I don't know anybody. Like, just give me a day. And she went, no, I need it tonight. So I took her the car because I admit that I did, that was a wrong on my part. But she has the car now and she's selling it.
Time out. You drive halfway across the country to get the car.
I flew.
You flew, whatever. You flew to get the car. And I understand you were upset because her responsibility was to pay, but now you actually get there. You see your blood sister living in the car and you take it away?
I mean, I didn't feel good about it either.
Well, then don't do it.
Well, but you know, I couldn't sit here and keep on making payments for a car that I couldn't afford to pay for her while she was, you know, out in another state. She had the opportunity to live elsewhere.
But at some point, then we got to measure what's the immediate crisis. And if the immediate crisis is that your sister, if you take that car away, she's going to live out on the street as a young girl, and tomorrow night she gets raped, so that you can make the payments on the car, which rightfully you shouldn't have to make. Where's the balance here?
I wasn't happy about it either, but that's the thing, is she had the option to come back and live with me. She had a place that she could go, and she chose not to do it.
And what is the point of suing her? She's got nothing.
I don't make enough money to just be able to pay this stuff. I'm a waitress.
I
you know?
agree. She has the responsibility to do that.
Yeah,
but then
and-
you got to give her time. Then you got to go to other relatives in the family. Lots of families have people that are down and out, but some have an alcohol problem, some have a drug problem, some have whatever. People have members of their family that have problems, and you just figure it out. You don't just leave them on the street there. This case is dismissed.
I just need you to be there.
Okay. Communicate with me, okay?
You too.
Okay. I love you, honey.
I'm so sorry.